Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the English On podcast. I'm James.
And I'm Sophia. Ready for a brand new episode? James, how's your week been?
It's been busy. I actually met a few new people at a networking event yesterday, and it reminded me of something huge.
Oh? What was the huge thing? Did you forget their names right after they said them? I do that all the time.
No, not this time. It reminded me that the simplest conversation is often the hardest one for English learners. We spend hours practicing grammar, but then someone just says, "Tell me about yourself," and your mind goes completely blank.
Oh my goodness, yes, that question is the worst. You suddenly forget your name, where you live, and what you do for a job. It feels like an exam you didn't study for.
Exactly. It's the gatekeeper to every new friendship, every job interview, and every class. It should be easy, but it's intimidating because the answer is so open-ended.
People often ask, tell me about yourself in different situations, right? In class, at work, or when meeting new friends. The answer changes.
Absolutely. We need to go beyond the basics of "my name is" and show people how to structure a smooth, friendly introduction that sounds like a real conversation.
And the goal isn't just to say words. The goal is to connect with the other person, to make them smile and want to ask you a second question.
Love that. So today, let's learn how to answer naturally and confidently, turning that scary question into a fun conversation starter. We'll learn the vocabulary and, more importantly, the attitude.
Let's make Tell Me About Yourself a fun conversation starter, not a scary one.
All right, let's start with the basics: who you are and where you're from.
My standard line is, Hi, I'm Sophia, and I'm from Canada, but I live in Chicago now.
Great start. Let's talk about where you live, Chicago. If someone is interested, you can invite them to visit. You could say, "I live in Chicago. Have you ever been there?"
Oh, I like that. If they say no, I can say, You should visit. It's a great city for food and music. That opens up the talk about my city.
Perfect. That makes the conversation personal. Now, a quick cultural note: age. This is sometimes sensitive. People rarely ask, "How old are you?" directly.
So, what's the natural English way to handle it if I want to share?
If you do want to share, keep it simple. Say, "I'm 25." Or if you want to be funny, you can say, "I'm 25, but only on Tuesdays."
That's so American. I'll say, I'm 28, but I feel 80 before coffee. That's a great way to be natural and add a joke.
That's the attitude we want. It shows personality. A little trick to keep the conversation going is not to just always answer, but to comment and react naturally to what the other person said.
So, we've covered the basics. But, James, what about the question, what do you do? That's where I always freeze up. How do we make the jump from talking about our city to talking about our jobs?
That's a natural jump. Usually, after talking about where you live, the next logical question is, what keeps you busy there? This is where we talk about work or study.
Before, I just said, I am a student. Is that enough? I feel like it's boring.
We can definitely make it better. Instead of just saying, "I'm a student," tell people what you study. Try saying, "I'm studying business at the university."
That sounds much better. I'm giving them a detail they can follow up on.
Exactly. And for a working professional, I work as a marketing manager. Or the general, I work in finance.
What if I hate my job, James? Can I say that?
You can, but keep it light. You could say, it pays the bills, and then follow up quickly with, but I'm hoping to move into graphic design soon. That shows honesty and a plan.
Wow, it pays the bills. I love that. It's funny and honest.
Right? And when they talk about their job, maybe they're a photographer. React by saying, that sounds fascinating, or what a cool job. Keep that energy going.
Got it. From city to job, what's the next natural step in a conversation?
So we've covered the big stuff, who you are and what you do. Now, to make a real connection, we talk about the people in your life. The easiest jump is usually to family.
Ah, family. That's a lovely topic. But how do I ask about their family without sounding too nosy?
Good point. Keep it light. You can simply ask, do you have any brothers or sisters? And if they ask you, keep your answer clear. Yes, I have one older sister and two younger brothers.
Simple counting. I like that. I have a big family. I would say I have two brothers and one sister. They all live in Canada.
Oh, that's great. A big family is nice. That immediately tells the person more about your life.
Speaking of things we love, James, I think talking about hobbies is the most interesting part of an introduction. How do we lead the conversation to what we do for fun?
Absolutely. This is where you connect deeply. After family or pets, you can ask, so, what do you do in your free time? Or simply, what are your hobbies?
And my answer? I like cooking and walking. I can say, I like cooking and I often walk in the park.
That's good. Now let's add the why. If someone asks you about walking, you can say, it helps me relax. Or, it's really fun because I listen to music. Adding the why gives them a new thread to pull.
Oh, that's smart. If I say, I like to read, I can add, it helps me relax after work. That sounds so much more natural than a simple list.
It does. Now, let's talk about a favorite topic, food. This is a hobby in itself.
I feel the same. I love sushi, but I don't like spicy food very much. How do I ask someone about their favorites?
Ask this, what is your favorite food? Or, do you like pizza? Simple, easy to answer. If they say they love spicy food and you don't, you can say, oh really? I like mild food, but I can't eat spicy food.
Perfect. I can use those phrases to show my feelings and keep the chat friendly, even if we like different things.
All right, Sophia, we've covered everything from where you live to why you love walking. Now, let's combine all those skills into one smooth, confident introduction.
This is the big moment. I'll pretend I'm meeting a new friend at a coffee shop. Ready?
Ready, go.
Hi, my name is Sophia. I'm from Canada, but I live here in New York now. I'm studying marketing at NYU, and I have one older sister. In my free time, I really like to walk in Central Park. It helps me relax after class. Oh, and I love pizza, but I can't eat spicy food.
Wow, that was perfect, Sophia. It wasn't just facts, it was a story. It gave me 3 things I could ask about next: marketing, your sister, or New York pizza.
It feels so much easier when you know the small transition phrases. It wasn't scary at all.
Exactly. And here's the most important point for real life. You don't have to say everything we talked about. You choose what fits the situation.
So, if I'm at a job interview, I should skip the part about I hate spicy food?
Probably. Insider tip: if you are at work, talk about your job and your ambitions. If you are in a class, talk about why you learn English and your future plans.
So, at a party or a social event, I should focus on hobbies and likes and dislikes, right? That's what makes friends.
Precisely. Think of your introduction as a menu. You offer the main dishes, job, location, and the desserts, hobbies, pets. Let them choose what they want to talk about.
That's great advice. It takes away the pressure of having to deliver a perfect speech.
So, let's recap. Today, we learned how to introduce yourself naturally by sharing details about your life, not just your name. The key is to keep it simple and be confident.
And remember the trick, react to the other person. Don't just answer, comment naturally to build that connection.
If you enjoyed this episode and feel ready to introduce yourself, please subscribe, like, and share this podcast with a friend who is also learning English.
We want to meet you. Comment below and introduce yourself in 1 or 2 sentences using one of our new phrases.
We will read every comment. Tell us, I am studying, or I like to, or even I will visit. We're looking forward to getting to know you.
We love reading your comments and your stories. Keep practicing, keep talking, and we'll see you next time on English On.
Bye, everyone. Go make some new friends.